Hello there, my name is Gary Sims and this is SpeedTest G. Now what I have here is the iPad mini 5, that's the iPad mini with the A12 processor in it. And what I have here in my pocket, here we go, is the, face unlock, is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now this has got the Apple A13 Bionic, this has got the Apple A12 Bionic. Now as you know, I've been porting SpeedTest G over to the iOS, so SpeedTest GX, the X standing for cross-platform, runs on iOS, and so the question is, how will the iPhone 11 fare against the iPad mini 5? Well, let's find out. Okay, we've got the iPhone 11 Pro Max with the A13 Bionic processor on the left-hand side. We've got the iPad mini 5, which has got the very powerful A12 Bionic processor on the right-hand side. And already we can see we're into the SQL light test, and that's going pretty well on both devices, pretty blazingly fast there. As we now move into the JSON test, something new here for SpeedTest GX 2.0, and both devices handle that very, very well as we're now into the compression test. Now, at this point, it's worth saying that this looking like it's neck and neck. Actually, look at this. This is pretty good. The A12 is holding its own. But there, as I was saying that, as is normal, the A13 in the iPhone 11 Pro took the slight lead. It's definitely going to finish this thread test first. There it is. It's now into the blur test, and the blur test is the beginning of the mixed CPU-GPU section of this test. And both tests are now into the, but as I was saying, that infinite scroll test on the left-hand side, as the iPad mini 5 now also goes into for the infinite scroll list. And we're now into the smoke particle test. Let's see how many frames per second. 30 frames a second there on the left, and on the right we're going to get, what's it going to be? 29 frames a second. So again, not a very big difference between the two as we come down now into this final 3D test written in Unity. Let's see which one's going to beat it first. Obviously the iPhone 11 is winning to it first. It's clearly going to win. There we go. Overall time of 1 minute 15.5 seconds, and now the iPad mini 5 comes in 1 minute 20.1. Okay, let's break down those scores and see what happened. So overall, the iPhone 11 finished with 1 minute 15.5 seconds, whereas the iPad mini 5 came in at 1 minute 20.5, almost a 5-second difference there. And then we look at the CPU times, we can see 40 seconds on the nose for the iPhone 11 and 43.2 for the iPad mini 5. So clearly the CPU working much better there on the iPhone 11. When it comes down to the mix, close times there, 21 versus 21.9, and the same again when we get to the GPU, 14.5 versus 15. So there you have it. When you add up all those times, mainly that CPU time, it looks like the iPhone 11 comes in first, 1 minute 15.5. And there you have it, one of the first SpeedTest GX 2.0 test runs between the iPad mini 5 and the iPhone 11. Now I've also got on the Gary Explains channel a test between the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 10, also using SpeedTest GX 2.0. Now coming soon, very soon, not quite yet, but very soon, will be the very first test between an Android device and an iOS device using SpeedTest GX2. So do stick around to find out about that. Okay, my name is Gary Sims. This is SpeedTest G. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget, I do have a Twitter account for this channel, SpeedTest_G. And I suppose, well, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.